Hello, welcome to Carlin's Creations. I'm Laura. Today I'm going to show you this puzzle box that I made into a journal. Well, this is the puzzle, and I decoupaged it, so I'm not going to need that box anymore. And since I make journals, like most of us who make journals, everything is a potential journal. And anyway, so I'm going to show you how I made that puzzle box into a journal. This one's huge. I put too many signatures in it. I seem to do that. I've gotten better about it, but in the beginning, and this was one of the earlier journals I made, it was an issue I had of just wanting to put too many papers in. So this is the front cover. This was a flower on a hat I had, and this is, I don't know if you can see, it's a B button that I put on there. And just use some fabric and some stamps. This one has 4 signatures. It has this bead thing. Not sure what I call that, but it's made out of beads that are from, my mother made a necklace from a little boy like 30 years ago, and that's what this is from. So I like to call my books legacy books. They tell stories. This is a necklace from a friend that broke, and these are the charms. And this is also from a necklace from someone that broke. The front and the side is part of the box that was already put together, and then I stitched a piece of the box. I think this was the bottom of the box, which was not connected, so it had to be stitched. So I stitched it on here with a crisscross stitch. And see, it is very, very chunky. So I guess when we're making these journals, we should put together as many as we think it's going to hold, and then maybe subtract one. At least that's what I need to do. So that's what I've started doing. And then that seems to work out much better. This is from a piece of lace fabric, and I just cut this flower out. I got the lace fabric at a thrift store. And then I'll just put in all kinds of stuff that I want to keep. This is made from a lot of washi tape and some printables. These were some little postcards I got in a packet at a thrift store. I thought they were pretty. Obviously, you can tell that is a Starbucks bag. I like to keep that sort of thing. They make nice pockets. In journals, I just clean it out with a cloth inside. And this is from a printable on Etsy. This is a bag that my silverware was in when I went to lunch with my mom one day at a restaurant. Clothing tag. It's just a pocket. This is a lot of handmade paper. My mother made this paper. It was pretty, and she gave it to me to use in my journals. I like to use the sleeves from coffee, like cups of coffee that I get out occasionally. I don't do that really often, but sometimes I do. And I will use those as little pockets or sleeves. Just magazine pages that have interesting images or numbers. This is washi tape. Some more printable from Etsy. This is a tag. I like the noise they make. And this journal obviously has a more nature butterfly theme. I'll take greeting cards and use them in journals too. It's another pocket. I think that's one of my favorite things to put in journals. I do it a lot anyway. More handmade paper. Like this saying. This is paper from that same printable on Etsy. Another clothing tag. And this is from that lace that was in the front of the book. I just cut the flowers out. More printables and washi tape. Then there's book pages. And I like to paint rocks and remember after I hide them. This is my cat. I like this saying, "You are part of a revolution. You're among the first generation of Americans who routinely change careers after 50. The centuries-old pattern to work at the same job or profession right up until retirement is becoming obsolete. In its place, a career path marked with new jobs, new starts, even new businesses, continuing for as long as you have a passion for work. The proof is in the data. For example, one study showed that 40% of people working at age 62 had changed careers since they turned 55. I like that. So bookmark from when I was a little kid. Just a tag. From a Stamperia pad. This is from a shirt. It was the pocket. I just cut it out and sewed it on this little collage pocket. And I like to, if I find butterfly wings, I like to put them in little pouches and keep them reminders of life's transformations. But we never stay the same, we're always changing. I personally like to embrace that, although sometimes it's challenging. Washi tape box that I decorated with a butterfly theme. Can't remember if I showed them. I love these little paper clips. They came from the Dollar Tree. They came in 3 different colors. I like cards like this. This is from Louise Hay's inspirational deck. It was my first deck of inspiration cards. And my unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always on demand. Maybe you needed to hear that today. To remember to just let things flow. Listen with your heart. Just the best you can. It's all we're all doing, isn't it? We're just doing the best we can. This is a piece of junk mail, I think, that I decorated with washi tape and some stickers. I love this image. Being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means you've decided to look beyond the imperfections. And this was a butterfly who visited right outside my balcony one day. A reminder to notice what's around. Right outside your window. This is another bag from a restaurant. I just made it into a pocket. That's a piece of fabric from a shirt that I cut up. Nothing special, just little touches, things to remember. Thought this page was really pretty. These butterflies. Someone's artwork from a magazine. And these line pages are from just a journal that I took apart. And well, it's not actually a journal, it was a notebook. And I took it apart, and I take washi tape and put these pages together to make the lines run the correct way. And then sometimes I have to add a little bit of extra glue. It's a card from my aunt for my birthday last year. That one's hard to get back in. It's a little belly band. I don't know about you, I like to do these coloring pages. I think they're fun. A lot of times I do them on trips when we're driving. Well, I'm riding. My husband, when he's driving. This is another washi tape insert. And it was like in the sleeve, in the plastic sleeve, and so I keep those. I think they're pretty. This is from a lighter I found in the parking lot. It was smashed, but this rose piece of paper was just still in perfect shape. It was good timing because I was thinking a lot about roses at the time. And I used those paint samples to make the back of that. From a magazine. I just sewed around it. That's one of the rocks I painted. Actually, no, I didn't paint that. That's a napkin that I decoupaged on a rock. I like this magazine page with this, what do you call that? Shadow of a cat. And this is a pocket made from a toilet paper roll. I saw someone do that, and I went on a mass toilet paper roll kick, pocket making. I put all these handmade papers around them, and they turned out pretty. I liked them. And then this is just the bag of extras to finish the journal as I work in it. Which I've mentioned I always have one of those. This is also from washi tape, I think. Yeah, part of the box and part of an insert in a clear sleeve. I like the compass on this. And the flowers too. And sometimes I do get Starbucks coffee. I live within walking distance, so I will walk up there either by myself, with a friend, with my husband. It's a nice memory to do that. Well, that's it for this journal. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope that gives you inspiration of some sort, maybe even to use a puzzle box and maybe a flower from one of your hats. But anyway, I hope you have a good day. Thanks. Bye.